Hello, just double checking you guys still have us, okay?
Yes, we do.
Yes.
Excellent. Stand by. We'll be with you to view.
East Palestine, Ohio. That big train
10 months.
collision, derailment rather, and that horrible explosion and all those chemicals, an environmental disaster that so many people have forgotten about. I mean, they're still suffering there. There was some interest for a while, then it kind of faded away. You know who hasn't forgotten? President Trump, of course, went there as a private citizen to see it firsthand. And as somebody who probably will be the next president of the United States, a very good move. Joe Biden has promised to go back. He has said numerous times he's thinking about it. He intends to go back, but 9 months later, he hasn't been back. We're really pleased to be joined once again by Rick Chai and his wife, Tammy Chai. They're East Palestine, Ohio residents, and we've been in touch for a long time now. They have not left. They're right in the middle of it all. And they've been dealing with all kinds of issues, health problems, and the environmental stuff. But we check in from time to time. How are you guys? Happy Thanksgiving. How you doing?
Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy Thanksgiving, Greg.
Thanks for having us.
Doing well.
We're
Doing well.
all right.
Challenges, has it gotten better? Is it, overall,
Well,
how are you faring?
Well, your icon, whatever you call that thing across the bottom says 9 months. We're actually just a few days short of 10 months, which is almost a year. As of Sunday, our creeks are highly contaminated still. The EPA recently declared victory in a press conference. They're telling us that the chemicals were probably already there, or what we're seeing is some biological, natural aberration. We have prospectors that were prospecting for gold just a few months before, in October, before the derailment, and they sent me hours of video showing that our creeks were crystal clear. They're dredging, they're digging up the banks, their children are playing in there, and they're willing to testify that they saw no evidence of those chemicals in our creek prior to the derailment. I was one of the only fools to walk the entire length there's the tunnel that I was in with my friend Jake Koza. We went under the tunnels, which our town is built on, and there are chemicals everywhere in that water. They're telling us it's safe, but now they are sending a Boston Dynamics $75,000 robot dog to go into those tunnels when they're telling us it's safe. And so that about sums it up, Greg.
Yeah.
Wow. Well, Tammy, forgive me, but what are you still doing there? I mean, it seems horrible.
It is.
The conditions and not getting better, or, well, they're kind of giving you the runaround.
Yeah.
You must have considered leaving.
Well, we are, and we're working on that, but it's a slow process when you don't expect to pick up after 27 years and you love your home.
Yeah, we're actually slated with the construction to start construction in the spring.
Yeah, we have some property that we've had for a while. But I did want to say that, from having us on the show, that we did a fundraising event where we were able to give out $10,000 to one of the residents that whose cancer came back shortly after the derailment and the bombing of the town. And since then, we've raised some money, but not quite enough to give out another $10,000. But we've raised a substantial amount. And since the derailment, a lot of the businesses in town have suffered, and among other things. And our Family Dollar, which has been there for decades, nearly 30 years, I believe, is closing down. And just yesterday, I was able to take some of the funds and give the employees that are going to be losing their jobs in a few weeks some of the money. And what we've decided to do is disperse the rest of the money that were able to raise from the most generous people in this country, and just give small amounts to the residents in need in this town. But I did want to mention that we are still in need of water. People are asking for water. So if anybody out there wants to still help, and I know it's a difficult time, it's the holiday, but you can contact me at eastpalestinetammy@gmail.com, and we're still taking water donations, and we really appreciate it.
eastpalestinetammy@gmail.com.
Yes.
eastpalestinetammy@gmail.com. Forgive me, for legal reasons, we can't put the thing up. We can't put it up.
That's okay.
So eastpalestinetammy@gmail.com. And there is a GoFundMe, East Palestine Off the Rails. East Palestine Off the Rails.
I think the GoFundMe is over. But the Give
Off
Send
the
Go, I
rails.
think, is still up.
The
That's-
the GoFundMe is over, but the Give Send Go is still up, and it's the same. East Palestine off the rails. Yeah, that closed
Alrighty.
down.
It's the
Thank-
same, right?
Yeah.
Yes, yes.
Very good, very good. Boy, it's kind of classic, right? There was all kinds of interest, the national media, everybody,
Yeah.
federal government made all kinds of promises, the railroad, and
Yeah, we've knocked
10
out
months later,
not one bottle of
Not
water.
bottle- yeah.
Not one bottle of water from the federal government.
No.
No assistance.
No.
Nothing. Nobody's.
Nothing.
Yeah.
It's heartbreaking to witness this, but it happens in the
what
USA.
about the state, by the way? State government, Ohio. Well, who's that guy? DeWine.
DeWine.
How has he been in all this?
Little action. Unfortunately, we're just disappointed. Senator Vance has tried pretty hard.
Yeah,
So
that's about it.
it's just.
I don't think that the governor really knows the extent of what the suffering that people have gone through and are still going through. I talked to a woman today who actually donated a Thanksgiving meal to one of the residents, and she went to Florida for a few weeks, and her symptoms went away. She had rashes, and her husband had horrible symptoms. She came back, and she showed me she has the rash on her neck again.
Yeah, some of those chemicals were just filmed on Sunday as well.
Yeah,
So they're still.
Well,
they're still there.
I'm sorry, but
That's-
I'll tell you what, you guys are looking better. You're looking better because we
Thank
check in from time to time. You're looking better. You look here. Rick and Tammy Chai, happy Thanksgiving. Please, folks, stay in touch. Just say hello. EastPalestineTammy@gmail.com. EastPalestineTammy@gmail.com. Thank you both.
Thank
to
you,
be
Greg.
continued for sure.
Thank you. Happy
And have a-
Thanksgiving and Merry
Happy
Christmas.
Thanksgiving to you.
Thank you very much. We'll be right back.
Okay, we're done.
Thank you so much for joining us today.
Thank you.
Happy Thanksgiving.